Salute!
Speak. Welcome. Welcome.
Let us speak again soon.
Yes.
You have sanctuary here, as long as we can will it.
Speak.
What can I do for you? I don't need to tell you, but be careful. I have been Hababareshti's priest since last summer. For such a little village, such a modest chapel to a shipwrecked saint, it sheds them like a dog sheds fur. Most choose instead to be sent to monastery. I came because it is good for a man's views to be challenged. The people find a place for God in their lives, but he shares that space with stranger things. If they believe both, does it make them half-truths? Half-truths. You did not ask for confession, but here is mine. In my home of Russia, there are still elements, bad elements within the church, carried over from the old state. KGB, and worse. They gave me little choice in my assignment. You will find that there are secrets here, too precious and too dangerous to speak of. I was to keep that silence. The remains of the Soviet operations should not be disturbed. I have to smell the blood and smoke to remind myself this is not some childlike night terror. As adults, we have more practical bad dreams, don't you think? Without magic. Had you only arrived a few months earlier, you would have seen the true magic here. In the fields and the forests. I came to understand that it was not unnatural, no different from the morning dew. It is a part of these people's lives, and why they stay and fight. If magic is what the Soviet scientists wanted from this place, I doubt they would have found it in their laboratories, any more than I can demand miracles of God. I put my faith in people. Of course, you are familiar with this already. Now that great and strange events have seized the world. I saw it on the news. We do have television here in the village. 3 of them, in fact. Or 2, if you prefer not to watch Sophie's romantic comedy movies over and over. My friend, it seems we were both sent here to safeguard a secret. I hope you had more of a choice in the matter. I do penance for sins that I committed, and sins invented for one I cared about greatly. I think it could be said my mission here has been compromised. With or without me, the forbidden work of Bacchus counting will be exposed. My thoughts are with the innocents, not the duty handed to me by my taskmasters. But there is little I can tell you about the Red Hand. The organization died out a long time ago. But many in Europe and beyond are still interested in its accomplishments. Tools of war. Tools of subjugation. Crimes more monstrous than any of the real monsters. That is what I have learned about the world in my time. There is nothing more ungodly than the acts we make.
While you and I are allied under Romanian colors, I will do you no harm. You have my soldier's oath. You think it's strange that I betray my own? Let me enlighten you how it is they who are the betrayers. Before I was Wampiri, I was a soldier. And before I was a soldier, I was a man. And that man was Transylvanian. When I lived, I fought for this land. And in battle, I gave my life for it. I have slept for 1,000 years in its good grave earth. I respect it. Not like the scum outside and their idiot war. They are nothing of my kind. They invade their own homeland, no better than the Mongols, Hungarians, Turks before them. Such disgrace. And to what purpose? They have been promised a Wampiri nation under their own rule. How does such a nation sustain itself without humans? Ironic that the tribes of the night would choose this place to wage war on humankind. Ironic or intentional? We are so fond of grand theatrics after all. You see, the great Dracula and his Order of the Dragon once sought to extinguish us here. The scars still remain on the trees in the old forest, the rocks of the mountains. So furious was the battle, and so long-lived the truce that followed. Wartime takes its toll on both the victor and the vanquished. Away from the cities, the people were not ready to renounce their superstition. And we, the superstitions, were not ready to be abandoned. An agreement was made. An agreement was honored. But now it is broken, and the eyes of the world will judge this valley. It is the end of refuge, the end of the trust between races. It may be the end of us, and if so, I accept it. Better to die than to live with dishonor. Wampiri, it is not a race, it is a disease. But for a time it was a rarefied disease, cultivated, such as the breeding of a fine Transylvanian orchid. We were nobility, coaches and mountain estates, fangs and opera capes, yes, if you will. Stoker knew. Although why he chose Dracula for his fanciful mythologizing. Well, that wronged knight's people turned on his name like wolves. It is the way of your humankind, and we, Wampiri, who believed ourselves elevated from humans, have proved ourselves so wrong. An eternity of luxury was no longer enough for us. The bloodline grows thinner and more violent and reckless. The children turn on our name. As brutish and stupid as young men. As vain and temperamental as young girls. They draw attention upon us all, reignite old rivalries. The elders become insane with paranoia that they will be cannibalized in their sleep. What I speak of now was happening centuries ago. Since then, look outside. Behold the glory of the Wampiri. Misguided fools. We need each other, your race and mine.
Go.
Comrades, a revolution is impossible without a revolutionary situation. We have been driven from our homes, from our birthlands by imperialists. Imperialists with fangs. We stand before a capitalistic, vampiric army bent on sucking the people dry for their own private profit. We must organize. We must revolt. They are resistant to change. But change is being thrust upon us whether we want it or not. My own kind is the worst. The Blagini do not realize that what serves society will serve them also. We've been isolated for too long. I have read the works of Marx and Lenin. I understand that without a revolutionary theory, there cannot be a revolutionary movement. Revolutions are the locomotives of history. But locomotives also need passengers, and we are a bit thin in that department. I have put a message to my people on the magic tape to let them know that they may come out of hiding and follow you, that you will protect them and bring them to this shelter. They will do so because they are sheep. I want to teach them to think for themselves, but until then, it is good that they are sheep. Sometimes, history needs a tiny nudge in the right place. Abolish all private property! Fairies of the world, unite! Comrades, a revolution is impossible without a revolutionary situation. We have been driven from our homes, from our birthlands by imperialists. Imperialists with fangs. We stand before a capitalistic, vampiric army bent on sucking the people dry for their own private profit. We must organize. We must revolt. They are resistant to change. But change is being thrust upon us whether we want it or not. My own kind is the worst. The Blagini do not realize that what serves society will serve them also. We've been isolated for too long. I have read the works of Marx and Lenin. I understand that without a revolutionary theory, there cannot be a revolutionary movement. Revolutions are the locomotives of history. But locomotives also need passengers, and we are a bit thin in that department. I have put a message to my people on the magic tape to let them know that they may come out of hiding and follow you, that you will protect them and bring them to this shelter. They will do so because they are sheep. I want to teach them to think for themselves, but until then, it is good that they are sheep. Sometimes, history needs a tiny nudge in the right place. Abolish all private property! Fairies of the world, unite! Farewell.
Quick access inventory updated.
Comrades, look around you. Is this the world you want for your children? A world where humans trample all over the fair folk, exile us to the deep forests and dark caves, exploit our history and heritage through popular entertainment? I say enough. I say we stand together and shout a resounding no to the ruling classes. I say we take back what is rightfully ours. We pose no grave threat to humanity. We're not going to eat their children or poison their livestock. We merely want to be part of a socialist democracy. We want to be heard and counted. We will fight this vampiric uprising with them only to show our good intentions. But we will demand to be seen and listened to. We will demand a vote. The age of humanity's rule is coming to an end. Together, comrades, we will create a new world of equality and fairness. Fairies unite! Comrades, look around you. Is this the world you want for your children? A world where humans Vina! Cameradi! Connazionali! Urmatezza persona chiobanda magica! Urmatezza persona chiobanda magica! Alla torre va revoluzione! Urmatezza persona chiobanda magica! Alla torre va revoluzione! Urmatezza Savina Lammina! Urmatezza Savina Lammina! Urmatezza voca mia! Ascolate mia! Acum! Urmatezza persona chiobanda magica! Vina! Cameradi! Connazionali! Urmatezza Savina Lammina! Urmatezza Voca Mia! Cameradi! Connazionali! Cameradi! Connazionali! Ascolatemi! Urmatezza Savina Lammina! Vina! Urmatezza persona Chiobanda magica! Urmatezza persona Chiobanda magica! Acum! Urmatezza Savina Lammina! Alla torre va! Revoluzione!
Salut.
Vina! Comrades, look around you. Is this the world you want for your children? A world where humans trample all over the fair folk, exile us to the deep forests and dark caves?
If you leave, you're on the list. It's automatic. The way they see it, the way their lawyers see it, you sign up for life. Once you break that contract, you're fair game. Follow you, trick you, sue you, lie to others, whatever it takes to discredit anything you might say. All they had to do was let me go. I wouldn't have said a fucking word. I just wanted my life back. But they can't afford to let people walk away. There's too much to hide. And so they follow you, fuck with you, confront, shatter, suppress. And now, what choice do I have? I fight back with what little I got.
Salute.
Goodbye.
Salute.
Yugoslavia, there is a saying. Tell the truth and run. If I tell you my truths, it will be you that runs. You do not ask why the knife cuts. That is what it does. That is how it was made. So do not ask me why I fight. In fact, do not ask me anything more. Few in this village have a taste for killing. What do they know of blood? Childbirth, the pig slaughter, a cut from splintered wood. I know of blood, so they look to me. Yorgu the soldier, they say. Yorgu who has a violence in his eyes. They are wrong. I am not soldier. I am hunter. A soldier, he makes war in the open. The hunter, he stalks shadows. He is tireless and shows no mercy. He learns of the weakness in his prey, animal or man, and then he strikes on that weakness. That is his weapon, not the rifle, not the knife. Look out there at those creatures, those Strigoi. They are bold and walk under the sun. They have no fear of war. If we let them come to us, we are forced to fight as soldiers, and we will lose. A soldier will only hold off a hungry pack of dogs for so long. This I know well. Like the hunter, we must watch them, track them, learn their ways. Then hunt them like diseased animals. They want blood, so we give them blood.
Watch it!